What's up, YouTube? So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the trade setup I took this week, and also I'm going to be showing you guys the trade setup I missed due to my psychology. I'll be explaining why I actually missed that trade. And also, if this is not your first time on my channel, you've watched a couple of my videos, you will know that I'm more of a higher time frame trader. Over the past 1.5 years, I've been trading multiple pairs on the higher time frame. But about 3 weeks ago, I decided to switch things up, and now I only trade one pair, GBPUSD. I only look for my setups during the New York session. So before we get into the trade breakdown, I'm just going to hit the shower, freshen up, and I'll show you guys the trades. Okay, let's get into the trade breakdown. So first of all, I'm going to be showing you the trade I let my psychology get the best of me. And I know as traders, this human error is unavoidable. With time, you get better at it, but it is what it is. You can never really eliminate it, no matter how good you get. So this happened on Wednesday. So let's drop to the okay. First of all, let's start from the 4-hour. So looking at this, we can clearly see that price is bullish on the 4-hour time frame. So price is making a series of higher highs and higher lows. So at this point, price pushed all the way and eventually broke this last higher high, making from this point to this point the last 4-hour swing. Now let's get rid of this. So looking at this whole price action here, we had price pull up, come down into this area. We had IPA here, it filled it up, mitigated this demand zone and this order block right here, and as it mitigated, it pushed up again, came back down, mitigated this zone, and now we had this push all the way, which broke this structure. Now we had IPA in here, and price never came to fill this IPA until we had this pullback down here. And as this week came in, it filled this IPA, but did not quite make it to this order block / demand zone. And as we had this price started leaving the building, we now had this internal break of structure, which made me interested in looking for buys again. So dropping down to the 5 minutes time frame, we had this 5 minutes. I call this setup a signature move. So this was the break of the lower time frame structure. We had multiple breaks right here and right here. So now we had this consolidation right at the Asian session, and when the London session was about to open, we had price push down. There was liquidity in here, price swept liquidity, pushed up, swept the liquidity at the top. Now this other block in here is the other block of interest, and as you can see, price came back down, and this was actually a news that occurred around 1:15. So what happened was, as price came in, when the news happened at 1:15 p.m. my time, we had this news in here, and I was not able to place the pending order before the news struck. Now, based on my trade plan, I was still obligated to set the pending order even after the news had come into this order block, because it had not invalidated this week right here, had not invalidated my trade until we have this price breaks this structure. And for some reason, I did not put this pending order. I think I was on Instagram and I saw a trader I look up to, and that trader was actually shorting the market, was selling, and this made me to hesitate on executing on this setup. And eventually what happened was price came back down, and resuming right here, we can see what the price do. Price came back down and actually tapped into my entry, and eventually it hit take profit for a 1 to 4.8 fixed reward. So I missed out on this trade due to that, and it is what it is. It was an error on my part, but I can't beat myself up. This kind of things happens. I just learn from it and move on. So this was the trade. I let my psychology get the best of me. Now this was a setup I caught on this previous setup was on Wednesday. Now this setup was a setup I caught on Thursday. Now let's go back to the 4 hour. After this setup, I missed this setup. The next day we had price push and broke this structure. Let's mark that out. Add this break of structure right here. And usually what I've noticed with GBPUSD is when price breaks that 4 hour structure, we immediately tend to have a quick retracement, temporary retracement, which is ideal for catching counter trend trades. So dropping down to the 15 minutes time frame, the same setup but on a counter trend situation. What do we have here? That price consolidate again during the Asian session, and we had this push up, clean out the liquidity at this top right here, push down, clean out the liquidity at the bottom, broke some internal structure down here, and I set up for this 15 minutes candle, and price came in, tagged that candle, and this was actually a news event also, I think around 1:30 p.m. my time, and immediately the news struck, price pushed down and hit my TP for a 1 to 4 fixed reward trade. And as you can see, I was quite lucky on this counter trend. Usually counter trend is more risky, and as you can see, as soon as price hits my TP, literally less than a pip, we had this reversal which eventually ran through my stop loss. So I was able to get out of this trade before that happened. These are 2 trade opportunities the market gave this week, which I was only able to capitalize on one. If you got value from this video and you'd like to see more of this content, please like the video, and also if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do your boy a favor, subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss out when I release new videos. And also, if you have suggestions on ways I can improve the content I bring to you, feel free to drop a comment down below. I'm always open to ideas and feedback. That'll be all from me, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace and love. Markins out.